Rep. Marcelle for the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker and members. DEI. It seems like suddenly DEI is a bad word. It's diversity, equity, and inclusion. These are all words that every member in this House say that they believe in. They believe in diversity. I've heard even Representative Shenevert say it time and time again. We believe in equity and inclusion. If that is so, why are we trying to eliminate a program called diversity, equity, and inclusion? Apparently, Representative Shenevert does not know why it was created in the first place. If we had equal opportunity to be at the table, there would be no need to create the program. It is created with a framework to promote fair treatment. Everybody in here say they're fair. And full participation from all people, but particularly those people who have historically been either underrepresented or subjected to discrimination based on several things. She kept talking about one group of people winning a race over another group of people. This is based on your identity, whether it was being black or LGBT or white women or some form of disability. So DEI was an attempt to right a wrong. In other words, this bill seeks to take us backwards. This bill seeks to control what's being taught at the universities. I kept hearing her say, no, they have the... Why are we auditing people to see what's going on if there's not going to be any punishment for it? It's changing programs that has been implemented to increase the marginal numbers of disenfranchised people who, because of this bill, now have a seat at the table. That's who we're going to change it for. Whether that's a disability, we all see people with disabilities, they offer them jobs, they create a space for them. This bill seeks to take those opportunities away from them. What is most offensive, though, about this bill is that it is being driven from a political climate that we find ourselves in today. We keep talking about the federal law. It is an executive order, and it is also being challenged. Apparently, no one has told the author, and I kept asking her over and over again, but she kept reading from her notes, that white women like herself have benefited more from DEI than anyone else. Because for too long, women couldn't even vote. It hadn't been that long ago when we couldn't vote. We certainly wouldn't be in here. So it's really appalling to me that a woman would bring this bill and stand up here and say that they're inclusive and they believe in diversity. This bill seeks to take us backwards. If this bill passes, what will we do with our police departments, our accident committee? What are we going to do with our police departments? Everybody knows that state police has implemented policies. What are we going to do? This bill seeks to take us backwards. What will we do with those people with the disabilities? What will we do with Title IX? Finally, this is not an educational integrity bill, nor is it about fairness. This is an attempt to reverse where we've come from as a state. In this very bill, it talks about white fragility. And what does that mean? If somebody is uncomfortable, that means that there is a problem with it. I'm uncomfortable. I've been uncomfortable. Black folks been uncomfortable. Guess what? We're uncomfortable, but we're not putting legislation forward to undo things that we're moving forward as a state. This bill seeks to take us backwards. And I stand up here and ask you to search your heart, you know, the one where we get up here and pray every day before we gavel in, that one. Check that one out, where we talk about God. What would God do? Would God say, let's reverse this because somebody did an executive order? Would God say, let's reverse people having a seat at the table? Would God say, we tried to fix some of the racism that was caused in Louisiana, deep-seated racism, and we're trying to fix that. We can't fix it overnight. But would God say, let's reverse that? Let's take that back. Let's take that from them. The opportunity to be at the table. Not a hand out, but a hand up. And this bill seeks to undo what has been done in this state. I hope as men and women of this state, you would think twice before you push your button to support such a divisive bill.